My journey has been a long one and an interesting one. And when I reflect on my life, if I can share for a moment my story, is I was born a twin. I had a sister 17 months older. My dad died when I was 11 months old. There was the three of us, my mum, and she needed to be the provider, and that meant we needed to be capable and independent. Being one of two and then one of three, there was always somebody around me. Independence was hard to find. As my family grew, my mum remarried, there was more of us. It was even more difficult to get a voice in that family. Where I really feel my turning point came was in year 7 at the time. I got to be on stage and to narrate for a Roman wedding of the year 7 Latin class. And I was in my element and in my joy. I got to be acknowledged as for who I was and the successes I brought to that team. And that was a really nice thing, to have independence, individuality, that I actually then took forward into life. Standing on the stage brings me joy. It brings the best out in me. And by bringing the best out in me, the stories I can share and the people I can inspire and the individuals who have come up afterwards in a speaking moment shared with me their own experiences and how they could see things differently after I've actually shared my story. They're given lessons. They've got a takeaway that says, yes, I can do it. They take that back into their workplace, into their family. They are the ripple effect of a better community in which they live. I want to hand that to people so that they can actually go out and feel amazing within their own lives and their own communities. I am a child of the 60s, a mum of 2, a sister, brought up in a housing commission environment, public schooling, year 10, and I didn't get all those advantages laid out to me. I wanted to go on to year 12 to be a maths teacher. I wasn't able to. My family couldn't afford to put me through to year 12. My mother promised me that I could go to year 12 if I didn't get a job over the school holidays. In 3 days I had a job, and that was deemed my life. I've been given that, and what I've made with it from there, and now owning a business that has affected so many people in life, given them enjoyment, is what I get enjoyment from. I want people to understand that they have the ability and the capability within themselves to actually achieve that vision. Just from this tiny little seed of an idea, to build it out to that vision. Often people think that they can't do it because they're the small little individual. Myself, as part of a team, built a company from a team of 2 to over a team of 30, and we've built that into a significant brand that is recognised. That was never ever the plan. The plan was, we make this product called Lavosh. And then from Lavosh, we actually started selling 30 packets a week, and it built into 756,000 pieces a day. The vision was, here's an idea, this is a great idea. And remember, we did not invent the product. It's a generic product. People around the world know it. Culture ultimately comes from the top, and it is the responsibility of those at the top, the leaders of the business, of the community, of the family, to actually create that culture. Teams should be considered as family. Family is a connection and is a unit. When we consider a team as a family, we understand that there's a head of the family, and then amongst there, everybody has a role to play. If we nurture them, if we support them and we reward them, ultimately we will get the most out of them. And every family member knows the role they need to play and what they need to contribute to make the family work. There's no point in me holding my knowledge for me. It is about the sharing to make it better for the next person and the next generation. It's really important. There are a lot of up-and-coming people, young people who want to learn, who potentially have everything at their fingertips these days because of Google and the web. This is coming from a person who has experience, and Google isn't always right. This is a real life experience I have to share. I am a proud Burra woman of the Gundagara Nation. My ancestor was Chief Marunda, Chief Maroondah was awarded a breastplate by Governor Lachlan Macquarie. He travelled between Camden and the Jenolan Caves area, Wallandelly River, the Cox's River, and I feel my journey in life has often reflected similar to his. He was a leader and that he had challenges and he had to bring people together. Only in the last few years have I known it. Having my father pass away at a young age, there was no contact with that side of the family. So for me, it's been a blessing. Like my journey has found its purpose. This is actually where I've come from and who I am.